Hey Flaunters, so today we're going to be going over the top 5 beginner mistakes when learning to pole dance. So you finally got the courage to start pole dancing after weeks of thinking about it. You ordered your Fit to Flaunt pole, you downloaded the app, you're home, you're doing the lessons, you're feeling good, you're looking at the tutorials, the fireman spin for example, and the instructor is just doing 3-4 rotations. Now it's your turn, right? You take your 3 steps, and you notice, holy crap, why am I not spinning? What's going on? Well, I'll tell you why. So mistake number 1 is over gripping or gripping the pole too tight. OMG, this happens to everyone in the beginning. I actually call it the jaws of life or the death grip because beginners come into exotic workouts, they're super nervous and they're gripping the pole so tight that their hands start to hurt, right? So over gripping, if you find that you're not spinning enough, usually it's because your hands are too tight. So I'll show you the same spin and you'll see how differently it looks when you're not over gripping. So we're taking 3 steps. I'm making sure not to grip too tightly, and as you can see, I can spin to the floor with no problem. Now, mistake number 2. You've been practicing, you're feeling more confident, you're getting the spins, but man, after every time you practice, you're bruised up, your shins are hurting, you're like, what is it that I'm doing? What am I missing? Well, I'll tell you what it is. Mistake number 2 is jumping on the pole or just throwing yourself on the pole. So for example, you got the steps for the fireman spin, you're ready to go, and most beginners just throw themselves on the pole. This is how your shin will keep hitting the pole because you're not doing slow, deliberate movement. So I'll show you that spin again with a little more control. You take your 3 steps, you hook first, then you lean and you slowly bring the other leg up. That way you're not slamming your shins into the pole. Now, mistake number 3, hand placement. You're doing your spins, but you're like, man, I feel like I'm not getting a lot of air time. As soon as I go up, I'm down to the ground. And that is because your hand placement is wrong, okay? So you want to make sure in pole dancing, especially for the beginner spins, we usually use what we call the baseball grip. So your inside arm is extended, outside arm goes across your chest. So when we take our 3 steps, we want to make sure we're pushing the pole down into the ground so that we can engage our lats and we're slowly spinning. As you can see, that looks totally different from when you have your outside hand too high, you're not in control, and you're just sliding down. So just remember, outside hand, chest height, inside arm, fully extended. Now, mistake number 4. So by now you're a pro. You're doing all your spins, you're feeling good, you're taking your videos, but when you look at your videos, you're like, something is still missing, right? So let's see what it is. Yes, flex feet, right? So I know there's so much to think about when you're first learning to pole dance, but this will make a huge difference in the way your spins look. So what you want to think about is always pointing your toes down to the ground. And one tip that I like to tell the students is that remember, you should always be landing on your tippy toes, because if you think about that, it almost forces you to point your feet. So again, look at the difference from when I'm flexing, same spin, to when I'm pointing. As you can see, it looks totally different and more fluid. Now, for the last mistake, mistake number 5, the biggest mistake of all, it's doubting yourself and judging yourself. OMG, trust me, many of you may not know this, but I started pole dancing as an exotic dancer. So I know what it feels like when you're watching all these girls doing these amazing things on the pole, and you're like, that could never be me. How could I ever be able to do something so beautiful? I'm telling you, you can do it. Be patient with yourself. It just takes time. When I first started, I could not climb the pole. And every time I would go to work and try to climb the pole, I would be sore for like 3 days, right? So it's totally normal how you're feeling, and you need to realize that everybody that starts pole dancing is feeling the exact same way that you do. So be patient with yourself, have fun with it, learn in progression so that you don't get injured, and it's safe and it's less frustrating when you learn that way. So I totally recommend downloading the Fit to Flaunt app. The way I've structured that app, it breaks everything down step by step for you, and you learn the skills progressively, so you're not intimidated and you're not frustrated. It's just a lot more fun that way. So again, stop doubting yourself, stop judging yourself, stop being so hard on yourself. Just stop. Trust me, have fun with it and the progress will come. Those of you that are wondering, this outfit is definitely from the new Fit to Flaunt pole wear collection. So I wanted to make pole wear that was not only comfortable, but super affordable, right? And can fit into all budgets, because I know how pricey pole wear can be, but it's super important to have sexy pole wear, because when you're practicing and you got your outfit on, girl, that's when the magic happens, right? Because we're feeling ourselves, we feel hot, we're excited to learn. So that's what I wanted for everyone. So definitely please check out the new Fit to Flaunt collection. We have neon colors, we have garter shorts. It's very affordable, lots of cute and sexy things. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. As always, you can hit me up on Instagram @Fit to Flaunt. If you have any questions, I'm always happy to help.